Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We are back with the peoples. We the peoples. Workbook Unit 7, page number 68 to 70. This is the second part. Paragraph 6. In the 21st century, we have already read that Kofi Annan was of the former Secretary General of United Nations. While he was receiving the Nobel Prize, in 2001, he made a speech, and that was made in Oslo. The place was Oslo. So this is an extract from that speech. Okay, whatever he said, it was actually having a very important message. Now, in the 21st century, I believe the mission of United Nations will be defined as more profound. Profound means clear awareness of the sanctity. Sanctity means importance, value, worth, and dignity of every human life. Okay, regardless of race or religion. This means we do not look at the person by thinking of their race or religion. We look at a human person, a human life, with the dignity, with their importance, with the life that they are having. Okay? We must focus as never before on improving the condition of the individual men and women who give the state or nation its richness and color. Obviously, every man has got their value. Every person is having their value. Okay? Now, if they are getting the main important in necessity of their lives, then the life definitely would be easier. So we have to we have to focus on improving the condition of their life, the way they are living. Okay? Over the past 5 years, I have often recalled the United Nations Charter begins with the word "we the peoples." Now, we have been thinking of keeping the words in our mind, "we the people." Why is not always recognized is this, that we the peoples are made up of individuals. Up till now, they have not thought this as some kind of motto, but they have been thinking about it as really people who are having the most fundamental rights which are not being given to them. In the whole of the world, how many of us really want to live, but they are not allowed to live? They are being killed, war, by murders, by different kind of tortures. They really want to stay at one place, but they are not allowed because of not being provided with proper food, water, and the rest of the important things. So actually the point is individuals and their most fundamental right, the most important rights that they must be having, these are being sacrificed. So for the last 5 years, United Nations has been working on it. In this new century, we must start from the understanding that peace belongs not only to states. We do not talk about peace between countries. We should not. But to each and every member of those communities, means every person must be having peace. It's not like America is right now having peace, or UK is having peace, or Saudi Arabia or Iraq or Iran are having peace. No, it's about each and every person of these countries. Peace must be made real and tangible. Tangible, again, real, to within reach, available. Peace must be made real and available in the daily existence of every individual in need. Every person must be having the peace. From this vision of the role of United Nations in the next century, this is the vision, this is the aim that they are having in their mind, United Nations, that for the next century, what they are going to do. Three key priorities for the future are there. Key means important. Priorities for the future were, number one is eradicating poverty. Eradicating means deleting, removing. Poverty, being poor, means they do not want people to be poor. Number two, preventing conflicts, that whatever conflicts people are going to have or countries are going to have, that should be avoided. And promoting democracy. Promoting democracy means everyone is equal, equality. Okay? Only in the world that is rid of poverty can all men and women make the most of their abilities. If the poverty is not there, then people can definitely make their most of their abilities. Whatever abilities they are having, they can do their best through those abilities. Only where individual rights are respected, the places where individual rights are respected, can differences be channeled politically and resolved peacefully. Definitely, if suppose even in Pakistan, we are provided with all the basic necessities, which definitely most of the time we are not having, like the basic necessities of water or the drainage system or the electricity. These are basic necessities of life. Food, medical facilities, these are education. All these things are provided properly to people. Then definitely people can do their best. Okay, and politically everything can be solved nicely, okay, and peacefully. Only in a democratic environment based on respect for diversity and dialogue. Diversity means difference, and dialogue means sitting together and talking. Yes, every one of us are different, but should it be the main thing on what we can fight on or argue on? No. Okay, we have to accept that we are different, but whatever differences we are having, we should sit and talk about it. Can individual self-experience, expressions and self-government be secured and freedom of association be held? This means every person can help by, if they want to express and if they have to govern themselves, okay, then they can definitely help. Every person can help if they are being respected properly and the freedom is being given to them. It is in this spirit that I humbly accept the Centennial Nobel Prize, Peace Prize. This is how he has accepted the prize, okay? Now the questions are, number 4, according to Anand, what is the main role of the UN in the 21st century? Yes, the main role of the United Nations, according to Anand, in the 21st century is to, yes, respect the dignity and sanctity of every individual, yes, regardless of race and or religion, and definitely to improve the conditions of individual men and women. Correct. Number 5, list the future priorities of the UN and say why they are important. Yes, eradication of poverty, because then only people can make the most of their abilities. Correct. B, preventing conflict. Yes, because when individual rights are respected, then differences can be channeled and resolved peacefully. Number 3 is promoting democracy, because there's only that is the only environment in which individual self-expression and self-government can be secured. Number 6. Explain the following statement. We have entered the new millennium through gates of fire. Gate of fire is actually a lot of struggle, extremely big struggle, great difficulties. Okay, so this expressions means that we have entered the 21st century after facing great difficulties and a lot of untold sufferings in the previous century. Number B, I have sought to place human beings at the center of everything. Yes, what was the meaning of it? That we must understand that peace belongs to each and every member of the community, and peace must be made real in the daily life of every individual in need. We must respect the dignity of every human life. That's all for today. Do the work in your copy, okay? Allah Hafiz.